In Central Ohio, we believe that what makes America is what America makes. Over 16 million Hondas have been made by your friends and neighbors since 1982. When you choose Honda, you choose community and the best overall brand. Test drive one today at your Central Ohio Honda dealers.
His path to becoming a Buckeye wasn't your typical journey. This former Buckeye spent 4 years in the Army, then turned down a prestigious nomination to attend West Point for the Scarlet and Gray.
This morning we are joined by former OSU Buckeye Roger Cooper. Well, good morning.
Good morning.
OSU long snapper. Okay, wait, I have to ask. So a long snapper is?
On punts and field goals, you're the guy that hikes the ball to the punter and the kicker.
Okay.
So nobody ever knows who you are unless it's bad.
You played in the early 90s. How much do you miss playing the game? Do you miss playing the game?
I didn't play a whole lot at Ohio State, but being on the team and being part of the legend or the legacy of Ohio State, I absolutely miss that. But I think once you're a Buckeye, you're always a Buckeye.
Well, absolutely. And for you, what would you say is your favorite Buckeye moment?
Just years of dreaming about being a Buckeye. I think on the first game day, just going into the stadium and all the fans and just the atmosphere of Ohio Stadium, going into the locker room and seeing a jersey with your name on it. I mean, that just really defined everything.
I mean, when you go back and look at pictures from that first game, what just goes through your mind now?
Again, just from a kid, you just dream about it. If you grew up in Ohio and you like football, you want to be a Buckeye. And I faced a lot of adversity. A lot of people say you can't do it, or just the pessimism. And it was a long road through the military and so forth, like you mentioned. It's just that one moment of seeing that jersey with your name on it. I think about that every day.
And I mean, you went to the military. You spent 4 years in the Army, and you had a great career in the Army. And a 3-star general said, "Hey, let me nominate you to go to West Point." Getting into that prestigious school is pretty good, but you said no.
Yeah,
no, I'm going to go to Ohio State.
And that's I felt uncomfortable telling that to him when he had asked, but at the end of my enlistment, I was awarded from him in Congress U.S. Army Family of the Year, and he had asked if I was re-enlisting because that was close to that what they call ETS time, and I said, with respect, sir, no, I'm going to Ohio State, and he says, well, what's your plans? I said, well, I want to be a Buckeye and play football, and he said, well, the Army has a football team, and he said, I'll put you in West Point right now, and I said, no, sir, I'm going to Ohio State.
Happy with that decision?
Absolutely.
Well, we're glad you went to Ohio State.
You also played in the NFL. Tell us about that.
I sat out a couple years. Obviously, again, you dream of reaching, the levels of success. No matter what plateau you hit, you want the next one. And it's tough for a long snapper, especially back in those days. The rosters were limited, so you had to be very opportunistic. I'm undersized, under-talented, and I can't play any other positions. So I kind of give it up after Ohio State. And then I had a couple Buckeye friends that were in the NFL that said, we got guys on the team that you're definitely better than. And so I kind of got back in shape after a couple years, and the Rams and the Raiders give me some brief opportunities, and I loved it.
That's so awesome. Now you are still doing some football, a little bit. Talk to us about what you've been doing now since the game. Well,
my son's going to be a senior at Upper Arlington, and I know he's moving on. And I've had some surgeries and some health issues, and so I've backed off of my career a little bit with a team I'm currently on, Ridge Corporation. Love them. Just I have to focus on health and some other things, and along with that. But kind of planning the rest of my life. I do love football, and there's a lot of kids out there like me that are one or two bad decisions away from destroying their lives, which that's the situation I grew up in. So I started Buckeyes Beyond the Field with some other NFL Buckeye teammates, Roger Harper and Jimmy Bell. By the way, Jimmy, one of your colleagues.
Oh yes, we love him.
Matt Finkus is also somebody that's always willing to help. Again, a former Buckeye and NFL football player. But we want to reach out to the kids, work with the administrators and the coaches in the schools like Franklin Heights and Columbus West and stuff like that, and actually profile the kids that we think we can help, and not just in a financial capacity or a big brother way, but we want to immerse ourselves in their lives and stick with them through high school and try to be that resource that they probably, or that's probably missing in their lives to help them become a good product, an asset to society, beyond high school.
And probably something you wished you had, when you were much younger too.
I was fortunate to have, one or two teachers that never gave up on me. And again, I reflect back to those times. And now that, things have gone really well for me in life, I've been very blessed. And I want to focus on kind of returning, or what they call paying it forward, very cliche, statement these days. But I want to focus on that. And I want to try to get out there and make a difference in some of these kids' lives, and use the Ohio State affiliation and networking with the other Buckeyes like Vince Workman and Roy Hall and so forth to make a difference in our community here in Columbus.
Again, it's called Buckeyes Beyond the Field. Roger Cooper, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you. Feel honored. Appreciate it.
Well, to get more information on Rogers Foundation and how you can help get involved, go to our website. That's myfox28columbus.com.
Meet and eat at Turkey